Hello, beautiful Virgos. Welcome to your May monthly predictions reading. It is me, Stephanie, here. Thank you for joining this reading. Blazer the Morky, he's with other family members right now. Too much going on out there for him to be calm enough to have the reading with us. But if you stay tuned at the end of your reading, I'll talk about all the ways you might get a Blazer cameo and the ways you can participate in the community on my channel. So stay tuned at the end, remembering that these are general readings and take only what resonates. We're looking at potential energies when we look at predictions, so it's not going to resonate exactly in every case for everyone. Take it with a grain of salt and work with what resonates for you. We're going to pull a card for your overall energy, then we'll get into the Celtic cross spread that I like to do, and we'll close it off with a special message for Virgo Collective. Taurus is having a birthday right now, so happy birthday to our Tauran brothers and sisters, your fellow earth sign. All right, Virgo, let's get on into this reading. We're going to get your overall energy now from the Starry Beginnings Oracle. Ooh, nice. You get the number 16 card. 1 plus 6 is 7. Some of you could have birthdays on either the 7th or the 16th. So consider that. You are bright energy. Color uplifts you. And look at that splash of color on the card. You are bright energy. I would agree, Virgo. And you know, the way you shine your brightness, it's so beautiful and attractive that, but also at the same time, it's not overbearing, usually, unless you're in a critical mode, but it usually isn't. Right now, what I'm feeling is just a very welcoming, loving energy for you. And letting that be who you are and just letting that shine. Whew, we got some big energies that you're dealing with currently here, and some other things to work through, but I like the energies I'm seeing on the surface here. I don't know why I'm shuffling the clarifiers, because first I want to run through what we got. All right, that's crazy. Maybe they needed a good shuffle. You're starting off in your current energies with the Justice card. Now this is representative of Libra energy. Some of you could be Virgo, Libra cuspers. But this also could just mean that you're seeking and looking for a nice balance in your life with something. Could be balanced relationships, balancing the budget, balancing a legal matter. Something like that is up for you right now. Now, I think some of you are being a bit challenged with the timing of how that is or is not coming into your world. You have the Wheel of Fortune challenging that Justice card there. These, and I'm hearing a plane, like a really loud plane. These are two very big energies on top of one another. Some of you may feel like you run out of time every day, or you have these things that you feel like you normally could accomplish in a day and you find yourself always missing the mark. You're looking for balance. Look how the character is balancing on the top of the wheels that are spiraling out from the ground. I think this is just part of the cycle. I think this is part of the challenge of bringing balance into your life. I feel a sense of hope, however, for you in all of this, because these energies, at least on the surface, are showing up as so large and present. I do think that you're going to be able to, at some point, grasp the timing, or the timing's going to come more and more into alignment for you, or you will see the rewards of the timing and look back and say, I don't know why I was worried. That's what it feels like. In your area of needed focus, you have the Page of Wands, and maybe this is the key. Maybe it's letting go, being a bit more carefree about things. Maybe not overthinking, but overacting instead. Bringing yourself into a place of motion, momentum, and movement. Letting the wheel turn even if it doesn't go a full cycle. Even if it doesn't turn all the way around, you can still stay in this momentum energy. There may be this need for you at times to get comfortable with there being some little baby steps sprinkled in with the bigger actions that you can really feel, that really pulse you forward. Looking into your past energies, you got the Nine of Swords. I like seeing you leave this behind. This is a nice confirmation that the overthinking, the stress, getting too wrapped up in the mind about how things should be, what they should look like, maybe getting too drawn into some of the collective energies that are going on right now. Some of you may need to use some color therapy to uplift you a bit. So just really tuning into yourself and finding out, what color would that be? What's the first color that comes to your mind? Do you like this bright, springy Kelly green, or is there a turquoise, or is it purple for you? Whatever it is, maybe using a little bit of that to kind of lift your spirits, using it as a way to bring yourself back onto track. Now, what's looking really good here, and doing it in true Virgo form, in your future position, you have the Ten of Swords. And again, this again tells me you're going to be successful. The Ten of Swords allows things to be what they are. They let go completely. Ten of Swords is a complete letting go. So here's holding on to the stressful thoughts and the challenges, and in your future position, it's a letting go. Let's spread out these energies a little. Let's make them easier to deal with. Let's let some of these thoughts go and fly off into the horizon where you don't have to be burdened with them. In your place of embodied empowerment, Virgo, you have love, color, the Ten of Cups here. This is a very good vibing feeling. This is where you are with someone or in an environment where your bright energy shines through, where you feel like it's easy to be lit up. Maybe it's your dance class, maybe it's with your partner, maybe it's when you're listening to certain music. What are the vibes that would bring you into that energy? In fact, here there does appear to be like a flute, and we have like the singing bowls. And so there is a melody here that I think is being played along the lines of color. So work with that a little bit in the way that seems right for you. In your place of support and allies, you have the Five of Pentacles. What an interesting energy to have in your place of support and allies, because this is a tough energy. This is an energy of maybe having the key, but not being able to unlock the door for some reason. Now, this being in your support and allies tells me that, and reinforces that, this Wheel of Fortune and the universe's timing is at play here. While this might make you feel a certain way by you not dictating the time, by you not getting to overanalyze and overthink and interfere with that, the universe wants to take care of it. So I do believe it's a letting yourself off the hook will be a bit more supportive for you. There's something in your life that's a little too pressurized, and I can't wait to get clarifiers for that. That'll be interesting. In your environment, you have the Ace of Swords. Maybe at times you feel like, I'm abandoning my intellect. I'm abandoning my strengths when I try to force myself to stop thinking. But that's not the case. Your intellect is always with you. Your very powerful mind, and the way you're able to analyze multiple bits of data, it's like a powerful computer that just goes on, and it's always with you, and it's always powerful, and it's always strong. Sometimes you just have to let the computer run. Sometimes the computer needs to make updates. Sometimes the computer needs to turn off or go into rest mode, okay? And that's what you're being reminded of here. When you're letting go of some of this overthinking, overstressing, you're overtaxing your systems, let go. Your intellect is still with you. It makes you no less intelligent to have some tools for letting go in the mind space. And when we do that, we actually preserve our intellect that much better, because it is coordinating with our body. And if our body is rested and we're drinking the water and we're doing the healthy things, which your energy likes to align with those matters of health, you have nothing to worry about with your intellect. When it comes to your hopes and fears, you have the Hangman here. There's a little bit of pessimism here, like, are things really going to work out? I don't know if I really trust this energy of alignment, if I really trust this universal divine timing thing. I'll play with it. I want to play with it, but I'm not sure of it yet. You hope that it is, but it's like you have to prove it to yourself. Now, come the end of month of May here, though, I think you will. This is where your intuition comes online to match your beautiful intellect with the High Priestess here. And this is, she's my card of experience plus knowledge equals wisdom. And this is intuitive wisdom that comes shining through for you by the end of the month. This is where the conscious and the subconscious meld together. The gaps are bridged and you're feeling good about what's going on. Let's do some clarifiers now, since I so eagerly wanted to do that before. Let's clarify this Justice card in your current energies, Virgo. Whew. Yes. The beautiful balance that Libra can bring through the Justice card there. It adds a stability to the life. Are you balancing your activities? Are you balancing your thought patterns? With the Seven of Pentacles, that tells me that you do understand the importance of you nurturing those aspects of yourself because they bring stability for you and they give you the structure you need. But it's only about being in balance. If you're underthinking, numbing yourself out, if you're overthinking, you're overstimulated, your nervous system is disrupted or on edge, then it's very hard to achieve number 11 here, the Justice card. This is about balancing the mind and the heart as well, and then making it practical in the physical world here. There is some change going on for you. 7 is about change. You have the 7 of Pentacles there. Nurturing yourself through the change. Nurturing your ability to bring your thoughts and your heart into balance. Let's look at this wheel though. What is this wheel challenging you? Is it truly about patience? Some of you are just waiting for your moment, I feel. Like you're looking for or seeking out a moment or multiple moments where you just feel aligned, you feel in balance, you feel relaxed. The Chariot and the Emperor, Cancer energy and Aries energy coming in here. Water and fire, very cool. Very cool. There are going to be times in this challenged energy where you're going to feel that you're being pushed forward, the Chariot, and stabilized into slow motion with the Emperor at the same time. But right here in the middle, we have the way things are changing, the way the cycles are moving. And I really believe this is the universe's divine timing here. It's pulling on you. It's pulling on you a little bit. You're wanting something to come through. There can be the tendency to want to control that. Something already is coming through, Virgo. You have to remember that with the Emperor. But there can be that sneaky energy of the ego that sneaks in with the Emperor again and wants to be like, nope, I'm in control. I'm not going to go with what the wheel brings, what the universe brings. I'm in control. So you're kind of having this little inner battle with that. And that's okay. We all can experience times with this. I think for you it's particularly challenging because it does take you out of your comfort zone. It brings you out of your element. You want the earthly stability. You want to feel grounded in. And right now, things are moving and in motion, and some things may be up in the air. And so you're waiting for some of that to land. So you feel both pushed and pulled at the same time. But remember, even with a push and pull, with a teeter-totter, there's always that fulcrum balance in the middle, that triangle point where you can balance it perfectly and being the perfectionist that you are, I think you'll probably try to keep doing that. At the same time, though, I would encourage you to allow the universe to come in with its own natural course of action and divine guidance. Let's look at this Page of Wands in your needed focus area. The Knight of Cups, beautiful, loving, romantic energy, and the King of Wands. Some of you may be exploring a relationship with someone. There's a whole lot of passionate energy here. And with the King, not the King, I wanted to say King, the Knight of Cups here showing up, that's an offer of love. That's an offer of love being made with a lot of passion at the same time. So there's love and desire here that the universe really wants you to embrace. It wants you to play with it. It wants you to experiment with it. It wants you to explore with this energies. Again, it's water and fire, Virgo. These are the elements you're going to be working with in the month of May. And maybe sometimes your passion overrides your heart. At other times, your heart overrides your passion. And it's about bringing these into balance. Maybe this could be, for some of you who are in a relationship, being patient with your partner, stopping yourself from the more active energies of the King of Wands, which connects to the Emperor and the ego and moving forward in your passion, right? Looking at all those likes on social media, the watch time, the hours, the subscribers, the endless cycles of all of those things. And just coming into a place of love, right? Of love for yourself even. A love for your own dreams. Because your dreams probably aren't really connected to the number of friends you have, your subscriber count, your followers. Your dreams are connected to your sacred gifts and what you came here to do. Your own inherent gifts, talents, and abilities, Virgo. And that's what you're being asked to tune in and hold on to. So for some of you, it's relationships. For others of you, it's your own ability to serve the world from your heart in your own unique way. And for others of you, it's both. Let's look at the Nine of Swords in your past position. Whew. Page of Pentacles and the Lovers. This could represent for some of you past relationship energies coming in that maybe were a little difficult for you to transcend. Some of you may be dealing with ex-partners, whether that be business or love. We do have the Lovers here, romantic, but you know, business partners can have close friendships. This could represent a friend, a family member. Something here was quite stressful and quite disruptive to your life. But we got the Page of Pentacles here as our secret sauce to move you out of that Nine of Pentacles and into the Ten of Swords here. Did I say Nine of Pentacles? Nine of Swords. We got the, okay, one more time. I love it. We got the Page of Pentacles to clarify the path for you moving from the Nine of Swords to the Ten of Swords. I love when I do these readings because I totally get in the energy of the sign. And right now my mind is going a mile a minute and getting the words out is a challenge for me. I do have some really strong Virgo house placements, however, so I think I will make it through. But let's look at this Ten of Swords coming up in the future position. This is letting some of those more heavy, stressful thoughts go. The universe is reminding you, Virgo, it's a choice. You got the Seven of Cups. It's a choice to truly care about yourself. The Queen of Cups, heart-centered service, servicing your own health. Some of you need maybe or desire a health upgrade. Some of you are gaining clarity on how to bring your health into balance this month. Others of you, it's about letting go what another person is going to think or say and be willing to give from your heart anyway. But the universe wants you to know you've got to choose to let go of some of that stinking thinking there. Let it go, let it go, let it go, because it's probably residual information that your computer, your mind needs to process from the past. So some of you want to be careful not to act in that past energy toward a new situation or a new person. Instead, coming into alignment with the heart, making sure your own cup is full, making sure your own health is in order, and making that choice first for you, and then you'll be able to display that to others. Let's look at this beautiful, brilliant, colorful energy of the Ten of Cups coming up in your place of embodied empowerment. Virgo, you have such an interesting way of working through energy sometimes. And I think sometimes you're your very own drill sergeant. Sometimes it feels to me like you put yourself through the most challenging of trials just to get something. You've got the Five of Wands and the Five of Pentacles here. You're resisting your own brilliance. And in doing so, it's like you're giving yourself your own lesson. I do get a little streak or an air of stubbornness here. Here you are, your overall energy for the month of May is that you are bright and that color uplifts you. And here you are saying, well, no, it doesn't. That doesn't necessarily make me feel good. What are you talking about? Whatever. With these fives, you're definitely pulling on the edges here of what might be helpful to you. Virgo, you're overthinking it again. In these coming up in your place of embodied empowerment does tell me this is a natural part of what you need to do. It's actually the resistance that you're bringing, the criticality that you're bringing to your own energy is actually going to propel you. I think you just have to integrate it to the degree that it aligns with the part of you that already is aware of how bright your energy is. And showing up in that is a huge responsibility. So you're kind of like, no, Stephanie, don't go there. Don't tell me that. How do I do that? You're wanting to overcomplicate it. You're wanting to ignore it at times, like I'll just turn my back to this. But here's this beautiful color, this beautiful energy, and it doesn't just have to be colors like we would think of with the visible eye, but each color vibration, whether you can see it or not, has an energy to it, a vibrational energy. Maybe it's just about choosing some colors for a painting you're doing. Maybe some of you need to add more color to your wardrobe. Maybe some of you are going to color your hair. All of these things count, right? So however it's coming in for you, allow that in. You definitely like to give yourself, like if somebody gives you the basic, here's some basic clarity or basic advice, you love to take it into a complicated place. But then you work through all the complexities of it and you come back out of it all the more integrated. So I do see what you're doing in here. It's just, it makes me giggle because it's like you're taking Math 101 and turning it into advanced trigonometry and somehow you figure it out and you come back to Math 101, but at the level of advanced trigonometry. It's crazy what you do, but... But we need our Virgos in this world. We need y'all because you're all helping us in a lot of ways. All right. That's why people who, if you're cross-watching and you have a Virgo in your life, you have to learn to see when they're doing this. So you may want to send this video if you have a partner or somebody's like, dang, you're driving me crazy, babe. Send this to them. You got to understand with a Virgo, they're going to take it and they're going to put it through the computer and they're going to run every program, every virus protection, every whatever filter they can on the information. They're going to come back to it, but they're going to come to it in their own way, in the way that makes sense to them. So embrace that color, Virgo. I won't tell you how, but embrace it nonetheless. Let's look at this Five of Pentacles here. In your support and ally. See, you are teaching yourself through the edges, through challenge with these fives. Five pulls you into the edges, the conflict. It's like you almost put yourself in a corner to fight your way back out of it and come back all this stronger. You get the Page of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, it's through your heart, okay? So it's that moment when you've incorporated all the mental energies and you decide, okay, I'm going to play with this. I'm going to bring my heart online with this. I'm going to hold this cup up. It's very attractive energy, Virgo. I'm going to say I feel very attracted to your energy here because you have gone the gamut with the mind already. So that's something that other people should also know about you. If they can make it through the gauntlet, the mental gauntlet with you, when you show up in your heart, oh my gosh, this feels like the King of Cups, but it's the Page of Cups. And I think earlier I wanted to say King of Cups when I saw the Knight of Cups. It's wild, but see, it's also like it just sprouts out of the ground with this Ace of Pentacles here. For some of you Virgos, this is about the protection of your energy and only sharing it, only offering your cup, not only when it makes sense, but when you feel you have the energy to unlock the door. And that's when you're going to do it. And it's going to be a beautiful offering. It's going to make a lot of sense. It's got to make sense. It's got to make sense to you. This isn't about just doing something on some sort of wild impulse. Unless you have some strong Gemini placements, which some of you might. Aquarius, Gemini. But in this particular case for the month of May, you're finding more support in kind of turning things inside out and getting them all computed in your mind and then sinking into that heart space and moving and operating from there. And it's very attractive. Watch out. You could be, who do you want to attract? Make sure you're clear on that because you're probably going to be getting seen. For the Ace of Swords in your environment, you have the Two of Swords, so you're progressing from that and into the Page of Swords. This is what I'm talking about with your mental energies here. You never stop being stimulated in your mind. You never stop considering things. At times you can block, look at this Two of Swords, you can block your heart energy. Sometimes that's just a temporary thing because you're trying to figure something out and you're sorting it out first mentally and then you'll drop it in your heart. But if you act with this Page of Swords here, Page of Swords is a little quick to act. If you act before you get it incorporated into the heart space, that's where you run into trouble. And that's where people are like, I can't figure you out, or like, I can't relate to you, or I don't feel warmth coming from you, right? Maybe you feel like people have told you you're a little too stiff or too cold at times. The Page of Swords is very eager, but sometimes too eager. And this is going on in your environment right now. So I have the tendency to want to say, hey, your intellect's intact. You've got a lot going on, but remember, you're working with releasing certain thoughts too. You don't want to swing your sword based on one of those thoughts you're trying to release. You want to swing your sword when you're actually free of that thought. So keep that in mind. Let's look at this Hanged Man for your hopes and fears. I love this reading. This is fun. All right, Hanged Man. There it is. Finally, we got the King of Cups. And the Knight of Wands. Loving how this fire and water just keeps coming up for you. Everywhere and every which way here. The King of Cups and the Knight of Wands for the Hanged Man. This is beautiful. This is you aligning a very passionate energy. This is you investing in your hopes, your dreams, your desires. You at times may have a little bit of a fear of the unknown. That's what I kind of get with the Hanged Man. But the Hanged Man is truly a card of sacrificing yourself, unto your own faculties, unto your own soul. And it's kind of a card of turning yourself inside out. And I really feel that the Knight of Wands comes in with a nice transformational energy here to turn your dreams inside out so that you can really embody that King of Cups there. and truly, truly be able to operate from the very dignified energies of your emotions and your emotional state. Maybe some of you feel a little overwhelmed at times by emotions or a lot of emotions. But the Knight of Wands would come in and say, listen, I'm transformation. Just like thoughts can be transformed, so can emotions. It's just not your default. And that's okay. Everybody has a different design. Some of you may want to look for maybe the watery energies in your chart and see where those might be able to help you. For example, if you have a rising water sign or a north node water sign, that might be a good reading to check out after you look into your chart. Now, by the end of the month of May, where we have you coming in, aligning with the intuition, this is experience and knowledge, it meets wisdom. You have the Eight of Cups and the Two of Wands. This is a great clarity, a great intuitive insight between what you will leave behind and walk away from, and what you'll plan for with this Two of Wands over here moving forward. So there is this walking away emotionally. Remember, we had to let go of the thoughts first. We had to get from the 9 to the 10 of Swords this month. And then this allows you to walk away from the emotional energies that were keeping you stuck. And why does it let you walk away? Because you've transformed them. You've taken your experience, you've taken your knowledge, you've sank everything into the heart, and you've incorporated it into wisdom. And from henceforth, the Two of Wands, you carry that crystal ball. You have the clarity that comes with you as you move forward, which is beautiful energy. Virgo goals, Virgo goals. All right, Virgo, let's get you a card from the Angel Dreams Oracle to close off your reading today. Virgo, you got fairies, environment, playtime, and enchantment. How about occupying your mind with a little bit of fun, with a little bit of play, with a little bit of imagination? Getting into your more creative side, getting artistic, watching clouds, daydreaming. This is the kind of energy that's going to help dissipate some of the more stressful thoughts and make you feel better about letting go. Fairies would also have us, speaking of environment, when we feel that intellectual stimulation is just too much, the fairies would encourage us, get out in nature, touch a tree, play in the leaves, pick some flowers, do something that's naturally engaging, and let your mind be occupied by nature's wonders. Virgo, stick around here because I'm going to tell you a little bit more. If you've liked this video, if you resonate, please like and comment. Be sure you're subscribed, hit that notification bell so you get all the reminders. In the description below, I'll have a summary of this reading, plus it's packed with links that you might be interested in. Be sure to scroll through and check that out. I do offer personal readings at the time that I am delivering this, and there's a link for that there, as well as donation links and links to if you'd like to buy me a deck on Amazon and have me present it on the channel. Be sure you fill out the little gift receipt and I'll mention you. We can have a lot of fun in that way. It's a nice reciprocity. Bring a friend to the channel, somebody who you feel might be interested in this content. Check me out on social media at Creators on the Crest, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Watch Instagram and Facebook for my specials. Join me every Friday from 10 a.m. to noon Central for Frequency Friday Lives. It's a chill community hangout. I know some of you all are working. You can come and go as you please. I will put up the replay with the timestamps, but it's great fun to be in the chat, to see you all there, and maybe, since I'm testing the co-stream feature for the next few weeks, have a couple people come on live. We'll see. We're really trying to practice with that, so it's a lot of fun. Every other Sunday night from 7 to 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, I do live Q&A. It's a power-packed hour of mini tarot readings. All you do, you come into the live, you get in the live chat, say hello, drop a question, and then I do mini readings for an hour. It's a lot of fun, a super high vibe supportive community where you can gain clarity and support, and I would love to see you there. May the 4th is the next one. May the 4th be with you. All right, for you Star Wars fans. I hope to see you there, Virgo. Thank you so much for tuning into the reading, and I'll see you next time.